Do you remember Pan? I'm familiar with Pans, yes. No, the movie Pan from 2015. Oh, the Peter Pan origin thing. Yeah. What about it? I don't know, I've just been thinking about it recently. Why? I guess because I like it. You like it? Yeah. Pan. You like Pan? Yeah. But isn't it, like, really bad? Well, I don't think so. I'm surprised you even remember it. Really? Yeah, it's old. It's only from 4 years ago. 2015 is not old. It's not new either. I mean, is it really worth talking about? Yes. Why does something have to be new to still be relevant? I mean, every movie has something worth discussing in it, surely. But no one remembers Pan. Does no one remember Pan, or do you not remember Pan? I guess I don't remember Pan. Do I need to give a plot synopsis? I know it would help give some context. Alright, fine. In the 1930s, a mysterious woman leaves her baby boy Peter at an orphanage in London. Wait, is that Amanda Seyfried? Yeah. Anyway, 12 years go by, and Peter, played by Levi Miller, is living at the orphanage under the care of a bunch of nuns, including the cruel Mother Barnabas, played by national treasure Kathy Burke. One night, during an air raid, Peter and his friend Nibs break into Mother Barnabas's office, where they find a stash of food, gold coins, and papers, including a letter left to Peter by his mother.
My dearest Peter, everything I have done because I love you.
Mother Barnabas finds out, rips up the letter, and then summons some pirates to kidnap the boys. Wait, what? Yeah, those gold coins in Mother Barnabas's office, turns out they're from selling children in the orphanage to pirates who then take them away in their flying ship. I have several questions. Well, keep them for the end, please. Peter gets taken aboard the pirate ship, and then they fly off, getting into a dogfight with some Spitfires before going into space. Is he bigger than Saturn? Yeah, isn't it neat? That's a word for it. Then they fly into Neverland. Wait, that's when it happens, isn't it? When what happens? When they sing Smells Like Teen Spirit. Yep.
Hello.
Why is that the only thing I remember about this movie? We can discuss it later, okay? So, Peter gets forced to work in a mine by the evil pirate Blackbeard, played by Hugh Jackman. Blackbeard? Like the real person who existed, Blackbeard. Edward Teach. Look, if you keep interrupting me, we'll never get through this. Okay, carry on. In the mine, he meets James Hook, played by Garrett Hedlund, then gets into a fight with someone over a bit of pixel he finds. This is crystallised fairy dust that Blackbeard uses to keep himself young forever. Don't say anything. After the fight, Peter is made to walk the plank, but before he plummets to the ground, he flies. Everyone is astonished, not least of all Blackbeard, who realises this means that Peter is prophesied to kill him. Peter gets put into a cell where Hook agrees to break him out if he'll use his ability of flight to help Hook escape the mines. Peter agrees, even though he doesn't actually know how he flew. They, along with Mr. Smee, played by Adil Akhtar, manage to escape by making their way to a ship, which they proceed to crash in the forest. There they are found by Tiger Lily, played by Rooney Mara, who takes them to her tribe, where they're going to get executed until they learn that Peter is their prophesied warrior, the Pan. The Pan? As in panpipes, because he has a panpipe necklace. This is ridiculous. Blackbeard and his men find Smee and get him to lead them to the native village, where they kill everyone, and they explode into coloured smoke. I don't know why, but it looks really interesting, and is a kid-friendly way of having your protagonist's face covered in the blood of his slaughtered allies. Are you okay? Peter, Hook, and Tiger Lily escape and make their way towards the hidden fairy kingdom. Wait, why are they going to the fairy kingdom? Oh, because Peter is half fairy, his father was the fairy prince, and his mother, Amanda Seyfried, died fighting Blackbeard. Now they're going to see if the fairies will help them fight. Jesus Christ. So they head to the fairy kingdom, passing through a lagoon with mermaids and crocodiles. Is that Cara Delevingne? It sure is. They make it to the kingdom, but Blackbeard has made it there too, and uses Peter's pan-flute necklace to open the way into the world. They start to destroy the whole thing so that they can get all of the Pixum. Everyone fights, Peter claims his destiny, the evil pirates are defeated, and Peter gets to see the spirit of his mother. They go back to Earth to bring the other boys from the orphanage with them to Neverland.
We'll always be friends, Hook, won't we?
Always. What could possibly go wrong?
The end. That sounds crap. Well, I like it. Why? What do you mean, why? Well, what can you possibly like about this? It doesn't sound like there's anything good to it. I do not agree with that. Then tell me what you think of it. I will, I just need a sec to gather my thoughts. It's not that easy to just give my opinions on a movie. You literally make videos about movies on the internet. Yeah, but they're not just spontaneous. Neither is this. What do you mean? This conversation between two different versions of yourself. That's just happening normally, is it? You make a fair point. Hang on. If you're me, then why did you need me to explain the plot of the movie to you? I think for the benefit of anyone watching the video who might not have seen the film. Right. Alright, Peter. Let's start by talking about Peter. Peter? As in Peter Pan, the film's lead character? Yeah, I got that. What do you have to say about him? That he has a meaningful arc. He grows and changes throughout the course of the movie. He goes from being this nobody kid to the hero of Neverland. He overcomes his fear to save his friends. He never gives up on his beliefs. Even when learning of the death of his mother, when the possibility of meeting her had previously been his sole driving motivation, he always wants to do the right thing and save anyone he can. He's the special. I'm sorry? He's the chosen one. He only does anything important because he's destined to do it. They don't do anything innovative with his character. In fact, it feels like a regression compared to the other versions of Peter Pan, where he was just a mischievous kid. Giving him this forced trope of a plot actually manages to weaken him as a character. But by using a simplistic hero's journey narrative, it allows us to latch on to Peter as the lead character. We like him, and we enjoy seeing his reaction to the weirdness of Neverland.
Is this Canada?
He's pretty ideal as an audience surrogate. When we meet Hook, he's been in the mines so long that he's already jaded to the world, and Tiger Lily has lived there all her life. Nothing is new to them. We need Peter to fill in the role that would usually be filled by the Darling children. Darling children? Wendy Darling, Michael Darling, and the other Darling. John? The kids who come to Neverland in the usual Peter Pan story, you knew that. Yeah, but I like it when you explain things. So usually the Darlings are the ones coming to Neverland for the first time. Peter is the one leading them through this world, and they are how we experience it. But here, Peter is the one filling that role, and that leads to some interesting differences. The Darlings are brought to this fantasy by Peter Pan, who is kind and supportive of them, and it's quirky and nice, and though there's a dark undertone to the story in places, the general tone is one of whimsy and lightheartedness. At most, you lightly touch the dark stuff.
Listen to your peerless leader. Once I get me Hook in Peter, life will go from sweet to sweeter, I say.
But in Pan, Peter gets a brief glimpse of the wonders of the world before he's immediately dropped into enforced labour in a mine, where after a day, he is very nearly publicly executed. This immediately gives us a really good sense of the stakes once they escape the mine. We know that for all the wonders he's seeing, these terrifying people are hot on their tail. It's good for creating a sense of tension. Are you trying to say that this is better than Peter Pan? No, just that it's a different tone. I like that this movie is willing to push some of the darker elements to the forefront is all. I mean, it gives the villain a really credible sense of threat when we see just how casually he murders the child slaves from his mine. It sets up an effective tone right from the start, and it sticks to it. I definitely don't agree. Ugh, this thing is ludicrous right from the off. Everyone's so over the top, and the dark moments don't work within that. Like, right from National Treasure Kathy Burke playing Mother Barnabas in the orphanage at the start, she's just so ridiculous. She's selling children to magical pirates for gold coins. She hoists a Jolly Roger to give them the signal to do it. Then she just full-on boots Peter in the chest into the arms of this bungee clown pirate. Oh, that bungee sequence is so cool, though. I love the image of them taking the kids that way. Yeah, it's alright. But then, when they get to Neverland, the introduction to the darker elements and Blackbeard is the smells like Teen Spirit scene. I don't get why you have a problem with that. Maybe because it's really dumb. Your face is really dumb. We have the same face. I just think that it's a really creative and interesting thing to do. I mean, you have to admit, no one was expecting it. And it's such a short moment that it doesn't really affect the rest of the film in any way. I don't know why everyone latched onto this so much. Because they're singing a 90s grunge song in the 1940s. It's an anachronism. An anachronism? In this high fantasy film? Why, next you'll be telling me that pirate ships don't fly either. I'm sorry, but there's just no explanation for it. So what? Why does there have to be one? Because it makes no sense. You sound like CinemaSins right now. How dare you? That's just how I see it. It's a pointless nitpick. No, a pointless nitpick would be to say that it was historically inaccurate for them to use Spitfires in London at night during the Blitz when they would have actually used anti-aircraft guns. I'm sorry, but I just don't think "it's a fantasy" is a good enough excuse for why this turns up in Neverland in that time period. But why does it need to have an explanation? Can it not just be an artistic decision? It needs to be justified. It is! How? Look, Smells Like Teen Spirit is one of the prototypical songs of rebellion and nonconformity. It speaks to the broken and lonely people who don't have anyone and need to feel that level of connection. It rails against authority and normality. But here, it's being used as a song of adoration to a dictator. Blackbeard has taken one of the most popular songs for sticking it to the man and twisted it into an anthem of subjugation. I mean, thematically, that is brilliant. Oh, come on, you can't think that... I do think that. I think it's a great, weird creative choice that's a little deeper than it appears to be on the surface. If anything, I wish there had been more of this kind of stuff throughout the whole film. Look, if you need a literal reason in the universe of the film, then it gives one. Does it? Yeah, it's a throwaway line, but it's there. When Blackbeard says this.
Here you join orphans alike from every corner of the globe, every race, creed and colour, every age and era.
So they're taking kids from all eras of history. Does that include the ones that haven't happened yet? I'm sorry, but I don't think that's enough. Can a weird choice not just be weird for the sake of it? Not when it destroys any sense of threat that the villain has. When we first see him, he's doing this.
And I forget just why I taste. Oh yeah, it makes me smile.
And then his speech is all over the top and ridiculous. It's impossible to take him seriously after this. He's a cartoon. You know what the speech makes me think of? What? Immortan Joe. You're going to compare Pan to Fury Road? The speeches in their introduction scenes serve the same narrative purpose, to let us know that this guy is bad news, but people worship him anyway. They've got people to believe in them through what little gifts they'll give them. For Joe, it's...
Do not, my friends, become addicted to water.
And for Blackbeard, it's...
Confectionery!
Obviously, Fury Road does it better, but I still think this is an effective way to introduce our villain. The over-the-top stuff just adds to it for me. I mean, it's not like they had Hugh Jackman yelling,
Welcome to Neverland!
by accident. He is a cartoon, in the same way that a Saturday morning villain is a cartoon. It's meant to be entertaining to watch, and it is. But you said you can take him seriously as a threat because of the tone, and now you're saying that he's a cartoon. Which is it? It can be both. Oh, really? Yes, he may be over the top and ridiculous for most of the film, but there are smaller, more serious scenes as well. This scene where he and Peter talk in his cabin is so fascinating. Look how vulnerable Blackbeard is in this scene.
Have you come to kill me, Peter?
He really lets his guard down and shows how afraid he is of his own potential death. I mean, you don't often get this level of nuance in your villains in kids' films. One quiet scene doesn't make him nuanced. The rest of the movie, he's yelling every other line. It's a ridiculous performance. No, but in that scene in the cabin, it's all to set up the Chosen One plot. His vulnerability is entirely wrapped around the boy prophesied to kill him. So even your deepest scene is in service of a very shallow plot. But and like I said, it's the only quiet scene of him in the movie. The rest of the time, he's hamming it up awfully. Brilliantly, you mean? He's really swinging for the fences in this film, and it's pretty hilarious. I mean, stuff like this bit.
I am not to be disturbed when I'm at the rejuvenator! Yes?
It all just feels so forced. There's no pleasing you. And apparently there's too much pleasing you. Can we talk about the worst thing that this movie does? That they turned fairy dust into unobtainium? No, but that's really dumb too. What then? The whitewashing. Oh fuck. Rooney Mara, a very white woman, playing Tiger Lily, a Native American character. Is that something that you can defend in this film that you like? Well, no, I mean, come on, you're always trying to be woke and in favour of good representation, but here you are defending a movie where they recast the only major character of colour with a woman who makes you look tanned in comparison. I mean, I don't... Come on, I want to hear you defend Native American erasure in a Peter Pan movie. Her character isn't a Native American in this movie. What? The tribe represent the native people of the whole earth. They're of all races. Their outfits are designed based on traditional Indian dress, their music is African chanting, and their bravest warrior is a South Korean martial artist. It features several ethnicities, and makes use of the cultures they're drawing on. The same goes for Blackbeard's crew. His right-hand man Bishop is black, Mr. Smee is Pakistani, and there's plenty of other people of colour in the rest of the crew. This movie has a very diverse supporting cast, which actually you can't say of a lot of big Hollywood movies. But just the supporting cast, though. Well, are any of the people of colour on the poster? No. Then the people of colour don't matter. That's going to sound really bad out of context. All of the important characters in this movie, the ones that they sell the movie on, are white. And one of them very definitely shouldn't have been. I don't know, historically when people have portrayed Tiger Lily as Native American, the results have been a bit...
Right from the headman, the real true story of the Red Man.
Racist. Very racist. Just so
Why
racist.
are you so racist, Disney?
I'm kind of glad that we didn't end up with that again. But as the movie scripted, it would not have been that stereotype. And they auditioned people of colour for the role. This could have been Lupita Nyong'o. She auditioned for it. Yep. Oh, that would have been so good. Oh, I know, right? She's great in everything. But yeah, you're right. I can't really try to defend it. Tiger Lily probably shouldn't have been white. I don't think it hugely harms the movie, but it's very unfortunate and telling of the way that a lot of Hollywood operates. I mean, no one at Warner Brothers picked up on this until the film was already made. It's not exactly a good look. So, you concede that I'm right. About this one thing, sure, but I still like the movie. Why? I don't know why I have to explain it to you. I mean, you're me. You should understand it. But I don't. Then I guess I don't either. I don't know why I like this dumb, strange movie. But I think it's weird and interesting, it makes bizarre choices, and I find it really entertaining. But it's just objectively bad, though. No, it cannot be objectively bad. There is no way to objectively measure the quality of a piece of art. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean that I am somehow wrong to like it. I mean, people keep talking about films in these oblique, objective terms, as though there's any kind of metric there. But we're not meant to watch every film the same way. I mean, that's missing the entire point of an expressive medium of art. It's not about what a film does right or wrong, as though we can define that in a way that applies the same to every film. I mean, all of cinema is art and emotion. The way that we respond to it is inherently subjective. And just because I don't fully know how to express what it is I like about a film doesn't mean that you get to tell me that I am wrong and try to change my mind because you have a bullet point list of surface level flaws with it. Alright, calm down. Sorry, I just think that there is art and emotion to be found in any film, and I don't know why I have to defend liking the things that I like. And you picked Pan to try and discuss this. A film that's so bad for SEO that when you search for it on Rotten Tomatoes, it comes up after The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants 2. I mean, you couldn't have picked something that people are still talking about, like The Last Jedi. I would rather cave my brother's skull in with a garden hoe than talk about The Last Jedi on the internet anymore. Alright, jeez. Now can I wrap this bizarre mess of a video up? Sure, go for it. I like Pan. It's a movie with a lot of flaws that not an awful lot of people were fond of, but personally, I admire its creativity and heart. It's a movie that feels like they were always trying to make something unique, and perhaps I admire their attempts more than their delivery in certain places, but sometimes I think that's enough for a film. Whereas I think it's a load of crap. It has a predictable, tropey plot, an annoyingly over-the-top tone, unforgivable whitewashing, and they sing Smells Like Teen Spirit. You know they sing Blitzkrieg Bop as well. What?
What's going on?
But here's the thing. He's me. He's a lot of the thoughts I had when I first saw this film 4 years ago. But even for having those thoughts, I still liked it overall. I acknowledge that it has a lot of flaws, and that might put some people off, but I feel like if we engage with it, there is a lot to take out of this weird, creative little film. Okay, so you've said your piece, I've said mine. Now what? Dunno. Want to watch a movie? Yeah, sure. Which one? Not sure. Was Levi Miller ever in anything else? He was in A Wrinkle in Time. Oh, that poor kid. Oh, I like that one. Let's watch that. Are you mad? That movie's garbage. Here we go again. Hello, 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 hello. and I forget just why I taste. Oh yeah, I guess it makes me smile. I found it hard, so hard to find. Oh well, whatever. Never mind. Hello, 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 how low? Hello, hello, hello. When the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. Oh, so stupid.